Long day lady low. Hello everybody, Jason Bascom here on Hinged Entertainment. You know the drill. Co-founder, co-creator, creator. As it says in the title, this is how I draw Swamp Thing, or one way how I draw Swamp Thing. Let's get to it. So here we go. I'm laying out the Swamp Thing. Laying out the Swamp Thing. Yeah, I'm doing it in pencil. Sometimes with these, I will draw it digitally first, and then print up the just an outline. Really just the outline. Then I'll go in and I'll detail it with the pen and ink. So I don't really usually pencil things right out the gate, but I did want this to be completely traditional. Plus, it's almost a free flow piece, and that with Swamp Thing, I can make mistakes more and incorporate them into the piece a lot easier because he's got those branches, he's got the twigs, stuff like that, leaves and vines. So, man, I'm terribly sorry. So yes, it's a lot easier to incorporate anything like a smudge that might go awry, and actually it does happen. You may not catch it; it's going pretty quick. It's down there. Just did it. So it smudged a little bit, and it wasn't fully dry. And by the way, I apologize for my head getting in the camera. But so yeah, so it wasn't fully. So I had a little twig in there, a little twig, and it worked out. So a lot easier to incorporate those mistakes, and so this piece actually looks a little cleaner in that regard. So that's why I like. And I was kind of when I do Swamp Thing, I try to channel my inner Bernie Wrightson, the best Swamp Thing. I mean, Kelly Jones, obviously, he draws Swamp Thing also too. He's sick, but definitely two of my favorites when it comes to the Swamp Thing. So yeah, it's a fun character to draw because there's so much to him, so many different ways you can go about it. And actually, what kicked me into wanting to do this one was Matt Barr had auctioned off a Swamp Thing on an auction recently, and I was like, man, I want to draw Swamp Thing again. I draw him from time to time. I did do a digital one on a topicless show on my channel, so I did a Swamp Thing then. I do enjoy drawing him. He's fun. You could get those deep dark blacks in there, and I do a lot of cross hatching, so it incorporates into that too. And I still use my smear technique. You can see it right there. I smeared it a little bit. So yeah, it's just fun. He's a fun character to draw. Where am I on this recording? I don't even know where the thing is at. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of fun doing this one. Pen and ink. I want to say, there's yeah, Dr. P.H. Martin's, and then the Hunt 102s. I finally got my nibs in, so that worked out great. So yeah, and I laid out a little black underneath to show like a little swamp river type thing that he's a bog if you will, that he's coming out of. So did a little bit of brushwork in this too. I have a Da Vinci number 2 that I like, so that's my go-to. Yeah, I added some moss and stuff on his shoulder, and I wanted that harsh a lighter side to his area, and then a lot of harsh shadows on the other, so it blends well with the contrast. So thank you once again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great one. So there you have it. This illustration actually took me a while, so that's sped up quite a bit. Everybody go check out Absolute Trade. Link will be in the description below if you like that black and white stuff, that Swamp Thing that I just did. Absolute Trade, black and white, combines books 1 and 2, my first 2 Indiegogo campaigns, and it combines them into one trade plus some extra goodies in there. So check it out. Link will be down below, and I will leave you with the trailer. Thank you once again for watching, and have a great one.
Absolute. Pick up the trade that combines books 1 and 2 into one epic, glorious volume of black and white indie goodness. Dive into the story of a lone bounty hunter who gets thrust into a war he didn't ask for to take back the planet from the evil Andi overlords, and become the hero he never knew he could be. Back at today.